TNF, juicy matchup, more AFC East beef, both teams Turkey Day teams, New England Patriots at home, Bills Mafia on the road, healthy record thanks to a number of things, but in the end, thanks to Cam Neely. Kick his A, Seabass.
45, and the kick. Oh, it's good!
This is the first meeting between these two this season. On the surface, Bills are top 5 in points per game on both sides of the ball. On offense, starts with the Josh Allen-led passing attack.
Touchdown Bills, they take the lead. He was wide open. How did he get so open?
Facing a normally Scrooge-like Patriots pass defense. Rating allowed, yards per attempt allowed, completion percentage allowed, INTs. They rank top 10 in all those.
Has time, and he throws the interception. Jonathan Jones with a lot of space.
Their secondary didn't play top 10 football last week, though. Allowed over 300 passing yards, 3 touchdowns to Kirk Cousins, a 116.1 rating.
Cousins throws. It's caught for the touchdown by Jefferson.
They didn't prep properly either and binged some good times. They had no clue how to deal with JJ last week, gave up 139 yards and a touchdown to Justin Jefferson.
Protected, firing deep, Jefferson. He brought it down.
That's your cue, can you digs it? Stephon Diggs, over 100 receiving yards per game in 2022, 9 scores. Had to work last week, but he got into the paint, and like that guy in the commercial we all get pummeled with while we watch games, he was pretty clutch at the end of the game. His reception setting up the game-winning field goal. Pretty clutch.
Steps into it, down the middle. He's open. Oh my goodness, how did he get that open?
Patriots are not taking on a red-hot Allen. Couple touchdowns last week, 253 yards, but just 6 yards per attempt, a rating of 80.8. His rating now under 81, 4 of his last 5 games. Elbow problems are real.
Here's the throw over the head of McKenzie.
His elbow doesn't keep him from running, though. Buffalo's ground game sneaky good lately. It's been picking up the slack for Allen's woes. Allen himself picking up some of that slack. 78 yards last week, 7.8 a run, a touchdown, has run for 78 plus in 3 of his last 4, and in those 3, 7.8 was the least he averaged per run.
Their leading rusher, Allen, got big chunk here.
Couple that with New England's rush defense versus quarterbacks this season, Allen's legs could be a problem. Patriots allowing a fat 6.3 yards per carry to signal callers.
He runs it left, quarterback turns upfield, and he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Watch for how often New England blitzes Allen. We've established the Patriots like sending extra heat more than others. That tends to open things up for scramblers. Devin Singletary, he won't have it as easy. New England's YPC number versus RB's, a low 3.7. Singletary last week, 72 yards, 5.1 a carry, sitting at 4.5 a run for the season now.
Laying on the ground, and Singletary's going. He's going all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Patriots offense versus Buffalo's D now. Max said, screw the Thanksgiving turkey, check out this cheese. Jones did everything he could to keep up in their loss to Minnesota. Comes into this contest off his best game of the year. 382 yards, almost 10 yards per attempt, a rating near 120, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
In the middle, Henry's open. Hunter Henry broke a tackle on his way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Buffalo secondary he takes on this week, feeling a little like his own teams. 2022 body of work, built like The Rock, I guess. Week 12 body of work, a little more like a shirtless Peter Griffin.
Goff has time. He's got a target. Who else? St. Brown.
They let Jared Goff ding him for 2 TDs, didn't pick him off, 98.9 rating allowed. It wasn't a disaster or anything, and they got Kaiir Elam back from injury, along with someone named Tre'Davious White. Trey Day limited in his return, working him back in slowly. It wasn't his fault Buffalo couldn't stop Amon-Ra St. Brown. Buffalo gave up 122 yards and a touchdown to him, 9 receptions on 10 targets.
They go up top, and it's a touchdown! St. Brown, the recipient.
Patriots' recent passing explosion, a very balanced approach. Tight end Hunter Henry, 3 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown in Week 12.
Good patience to get it to Hunter Henry with a lot of room. Hunter Henry stays in bounds.
The Bills haven't allowed a touchdown to a tight end at all this season. They've held them to a 68.2 rating while picking off 3 passes intended for them.
Stafford going quick again, a bad pass intercepted. Dane Jackson with it.
Mack targeted his wide receivers 20 times versus the Vikings. Jones connected on 16 of those throws.
Jones throwing down the middle. It's caught and grounded by Nelson Aguilar for the touchdown.
Bills D versus wideouts. 10 INTs on throws to that position, holding them under a 90 rating.
Oh, that was a perfectly thrown ball, and Milano, who's really playing well.
Their lone weak spot against running backs as pass catchers. Buffalo has given up 3 touchdowns, no picks versus backs. Rating against 99.9. That's where we get to New England's Ramondre Stevenson. He saw more targets than anyone last week, caught 9 of 10, 76 yards. He's been good for 50-plus receiving yards in 4 of his last 5 games.
Jones first down pass complete. Ramondre Stevenson on the edge for 10 yards.
Stevenson was also efficient with the 9 carries he got in that game. 36 yards, 5.1 a run. Tokes a 4.5 per carry figure for the year.
Ramondre Stevenson, nice run to the 36-yard line.
Bills handled their most recent ground test well, have held running backs to a 4.1 figure for the year.
And there's the stuff on first down. That was Settle making a play.
Great matchup for Thursday Night Football. Fill in the gaps I missed in the comment section along with your predictions. Here are the ones our panel came up with.